Hello, guys. I'm here to share with you my day at the Whitney Plantation, which was turned into a museum. It is a plantation where thousands of people were treated like less than animals for decades, over decades, a span of 200 to 400 years. The names you see here on the plaques, even though there were names given to them by the slave owners, I was still honored to see them being recognized, and their stories being told of families being ripped apart, the children being separated, the husbands being separated, having to take care of the slave owners' children, not being able to read nor write. Their native tongue was not allowed to be spoken. In essence, the soul of the man was ripped out. And what that has given me is compassion, more compassion. When I look around the world and I see the mindsets of people today, I have a better understanding. Here we have some of the names of the slaves that were sold. The more they knew as far as a trade, a special trade, they were offered more. But they created empires. They created some of the greatest monuments on this earth. So they had a vast understanding of horticulture and masonry. Look at Spirit. It was definitely there with me in those fields. They built the homes that the slave masters lived in. They laid this masonry. The floors were built by slaves. So don't let anyone tell you when they were captured, they came here deaf and dumb. Millions died and billions suffered through colonialism. They were a long way from home, but with understanding of where you come from, the truth of your past will open the door of wisdom and understanding. And when I say where you come from, I don't mean starting with slavery. I mean way back in ancient Kemet, when we were kings and queens and built monuments that are still standing today. And that is what the powers that be are fearful, that people will recognize who they truly are. The colonizers' lineage are still in various countries throughout the world, are still reaping the benefit from free slave labor. They kept all the residual wealth while the slaves were lost to find out who they really are, that was buried and torn and burned in history books. The children are another sad story, but a true reality. This is Ann Harthon, and this is her statement at 85. I born in slavery, and I was a right sizable gal when freedom come. I was about 10 or 12 years old. When any of the slaves get sick, old mister and my grandma, they doctor 'em up. The old mistress, she pretty good at doctor. When us children get sick, they get yarbs, or they give us castor oil and turpentine. And that is why I'm answering my calling as a healer. My ancestors have called and I have answered. These are beautiful clay figures that were made by an artist. The eyes were black to show how bleak their future was. This is the Field of Angels. That was a memorial dedicated to all the children that lost their lives and endured the harsh realities of slavery. They were sold from their families time and time again. The names were changed each time they were sold. I left an offering and let them know they will never be forgotten. Towards the end of the tour, they planted these sunflowers, and that made me smile. I thought of Oshun and her beauty and her love and her generosity, and I knew that a brighter future is on the horizon.